Nick, for starters, great mustache. Number two, what's it been like for you working with the new kicker now that Steph's gone?
Really good. We've just been getting to gel together a bit, so finding out what groove works and, being a bit too quick at the start, a bit too slow, so trying to find that right sweet spot, but it's going really well so far.
Are you still staying in contact with him throughout the offseason?
Yeah, always. Always are, for sure.
We'll go third row on the left, Tyler.
What's your approach heading into this season? I mean, you kind of have the goal of getting the Ray Guy Award this year. Is that kind of?
It's not really a goal. I mean, it's great being recognised for awards like that, but at the end of the day, if you don't perform on the field, you can't get the award. So my focus is towards making sure that all my steps towards punting are somewhat perfect, and which gives our team the best chance to succeed. And then if I focus on that, then the rest will fall into place. So that's what I'm focusing on this year.
All right, Nick, we'll go second row on the right with Olin.
I need two things. Number one, why does it seem like so many good punters come out of Australia? And then my second question will be: so did you have to be a mentor of sorts to Mocha when he got here?
Well, a lot of so we play Australian rules football at home, and that involves a lot of skill work with your feet. So we're kicking the ball a lot of the time. That's why in college, especially now, you see a lot of rollout punts and different styles of punts. That comes from our sport back in Australia. So that's why it's evolving like that. And didn't have to do too much to Moko. He was ready to go when he got here. He has the right chip on his shoulders, and he's looking really dangerous. So I'm excited to see what he can do.
We'll go in the back, Justin.
What do you take more satisfaction in, bombing one 60-plus or pinning somebody inside the 5-yard line?
Honestly, whatever the situation is and whatever the best result of that situation is, to be honest. Like, I mean, if you had to ask me what my favourite punt would be, it's the punt that's the highest, the furthest, and it pins them the deepest. So, whatever we can do, no matter where we are. I mean, you do have satisfaction out of letting one rip and sending it down pretty far, but at the end of the day, whatever can limit the return, put your defence in a favourable position, that's the best one for me.
We'll go third row, Tyler.
You're flipping fields with your punting, but on the other side of special teams, how much does it help when you have guys like Devon Achane and Anais Smith who are also flipping fields? With
it's unbelievable. It's an amazing weapon to have. I mean, especially Achane and Smith. You can't ask for a better duo than that. And I mean, it's sort of a love-hate relationship. We want the offense to do really well, but then when we have to go out there, we want to do as best we can for the defense. And if we pin them deep, then they got a better chance of doing really well. So it's unbelievable weapon, or great tools we have, and we will definitely be using them. That's for sure.
We'll go second row on the left, and we'll go.
Really, your fourth year here. So what do you see different about this team? Anything different this fall camp, and anything just different about this team?
I think I'm not going to say mindset, it's a very general term, but there's a lot more energy that comes towards now, especially with the new freshman class. Everyone's coming in. A lot of the things that Coach Fisher implements into us, you're starting to see that fold through. So I think that as more and more of us go through our years, and the freshmen are now being brought up into an environment where you've been ingrained by Jimbo's, everything tells us, toughness, effort, discipline, pride, all that stuff. You start to see that as you go on throughout the years. So I think everyone's coming into this program and they have no choice but to invest into that. So I think as the years go on, it's just going to keep getting better.
All right, we'll go front row on the left.
Nick, historically or generally, punters are not known for making tackles. Obviously, Braden, before you did, you being an Australian rules guy, do you have a desire when you punt one to go be the guy to get down there and make the hit as well?
Never. If I would ever have to do that, there's something wrong on my behalf. So I hope that doesn't have to happen, touch wood. But I mean, our tackling's a lot different back at home. So we're not allowed to tackle below the knees or above the shoulders. Whereas here, you can do whatever you want. So that's why I'm not used to that type of tackling. But if that situation ever had to come, hopefully it all goes well. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen.
All right, Cole, you'll wrap us up on the front.
Nick, Jimbo's talked about the competitive nature between the veterans and also the younger players kind of pushing the veterans. Have you noticed that between different position groups to where you have leaders such as seniors but also freshmen maybe pushing those seniors a little bit harder?
Yeah, for sure. Especially, I say on the offensive lineman, like Layden Robinson's really stepped up a lot. Even having Max come in as quarterback, and it's really made, Haynes as a competitor, that. So is Max. So having those two together has been unbelievable. So even receiver with Evan coming in, I know he's a freshman, but he's looking really dangerous out there. So all of them now just it's a very healthy competition. No one's trying to do anything to sabotage anyone. It's just, if anything, just making everyone rise to a new standard. So it's looking really exciting.
All right, thanks, Nick.
Thank you.